Live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Looking back to the last matchup between these two teams, it was the Clippers coming out on top against the Los Angeles Lakers. They come into this one feeling good about the matchup. They've taken both games so far this season.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Q in at the 3. Pau Gasol is out there with Griffin. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Lynn in at the 1 spot. They set the screen. Screened by Russell. There's the pass to Wolf. Elbow shot is on the way. It's hauled in by the Clippers, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And really, given how they performed offensively, guys, they just never had a chance.
Yeah, and you can see their frustration growing and growing as they continue to come up empty on their possessions. By the end, they were just happy to watch the clock wind down and move on.
We play just over a minute here in the first. Here's Q. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Q's got his second basket. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Here's Wolf. Rebound by Q.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Ibaka with the screen on Lynn. Paul dishes to Ibaka. Offline with his 3. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Feeds it to Lynn for the 3. The rebound by Ibaka. Los Angeles on D. It's a 3-point game. Paul outside, screened by Ibaka. Paul kicks to Ibaka. Wolf passes to Paul. 3 on the clock. And that's collected by Q.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Now here's Lynn. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game, and that one's good.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Paul with the ball. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Russell with a wide-open look. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Russell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Griffin. To the middle. Here's Q. No luck, and it's the Lakers the other way. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And that result was no surprise because they played very loosely with the basketball.
They sure did. There's no question about it. And when you come out on the wrong end of the turnover battle, you're often going to be on the wrong end of the scoreboard as well, Greg. You know that.
Here's Redick. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Redick's got his first 2 points of the night. The Lakers trail. And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter of the game. Paul dishes to Adams. And Gasol sends it back. And now Redick pushing it up. No one back to stop him. That shot's good from Q.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off.
Ladies and gentlemen, Laker girls.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through Solinger. coach is looking for something special from him. He's usually not their main option at the offensive end, but it looks like he's going to be today. So still in the opening quarter, and already some adjustments being made. Back to you, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Lakers shooting their first free throw of the evening. 1:19 left in the first. Passes it to Q. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
Hibbert with the screen. Williams kicks to Clarkson. Pass to Henson. Robertson dishes to Henson. 6 to shoot. Williams for 3. But they'll get another chance. Clippers leading by 3. Correa the pass to Q. The 3. Rebound by Williams. Lakers have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Hibbert's got his first bucket in this one. Clippers have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. No good from Q
to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
And he misses the fast break layup. Clarkson, the shot, no good. And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the youngest of 18 children back in New Zealand.
So, like, the youngest over there has to do everything.
Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA. And Los Angeles with some changes. Adams, he's checked in for Hibbert. Andre Robertson comes in for Quincy Pondexter. And it's Russell in for Williams. Griffin's checked in for the Clippers. Q comes in for Bogdanovich. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Q, he's in at 3. J.J. Barea is out there with Harris. Then there's Griffin, and it's Sullinger in at the 5 down low. Here's Q, and again, no good by the Clippers.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
Clippers trail by 3. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, a good game tonight for Q. 13 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:58 left in the first half of the game. Harris against Russell. He feeds it to Henson. The dish to Robertson. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Adams' shot is good.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
And the pass to Q. Outside for Barea. Here's Q. A rebound by the Lakers. Adams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. 17-foot shot on the way. And it's Russell missing. Harris kicks to Barea. Here's Q. And again, no good by the Clippers.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter. Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence. No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Dishes to Griffin. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And on the season, only shooting around 73%, so not necessarily where he'd like to be.
Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
And the first half comes.
Yes, Kevin, here.
35. The Clippers, 30. Your safety is our #1 concern.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Freak really making a difference here.
Yeah, how about that first half? He's already scored more points than he averages on the season.
Yeah, he's on pace for a monster game. It's too bad he can't score like this every night.
Chris Paul is out there with Russell. Then it's Ibaka, and then there's Steven Adams, and it's Wolf in at the 3 spot. That's the Laker 5. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the 76ers looked really strong. He finished with 13 points and was effective from long range as he got that scoring line by dropping in a good amount of threes. His performance will be a high note in what has been a disappointing season for his team.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night. He didn't disappoint them.
Not at all. Came through in a big way. Whatever they needed from him, he was able to deliver.
Well, I think he actually gave them a little more than what they needed. Terrific all-around effort.
To tie. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Lakers in the lead. Paul with the ball, and it's Lynn picking him up. Paul against Lynn. Paul kicks to Adams. Los Angeles with another miss.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Hugh passes to Gasol. It's stolen by Ibaka. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
And Akeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender. Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
Paul goes in. He kicks it to Williams. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 5 assists tonight.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
The shot's good from Q.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Ibaka with a screen on Lynn. Here's Hibbert. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And a chance to check out the numbers for Pau Gasol. Putting up about 10 points a night, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things for the future.
Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for the Lakers. The Clippers also making some changes. Sullinger comes in for Pau Gasol. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for J.J. Redick. No good from Q. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Hibbert with the screen. Williams dishes to Hibbert from 10 feet out. Jared Sullinger pulls it in. Clippers trail by 5. Lynn kicks to Sullinger. Pass to Q. Got a piece of it. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Williams kicks to Pondexter. Hibbert with the screen. And the foul called on three. The Lakers shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Q in its small forward. J.J. Redick is out there with Jeremy Lin. Then there's Griffin, and it's Gasol in at the 5 spot. 5 on the clock. Ibaka, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
That's good from Q.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
And the Lakers making a change here. Adams checked in. And it's the Lakers ball. The lead is 2. Paul passes to Ibaka. Back to Paul. The shot is off. Some solid defense there from Lin. Here's Q. Yes! And a nice assist from Lin. Lin's got 6 assists now in the game. The feed to Russell. Here's Wolf. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. The Clippers shooting 43% from the floor. Lin dishes to Gasol. From 13, Ibaka with some nice D. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And it's blocked. Redick against Paul. Here's Q. It's stolen by Ibaka. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Wolf. Finished off the break. And now it's a 3-point Laker lead. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Paul outside. Down low. Gasol with the steal. Lin kicks to Griffin. The Lakers with the rebound.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Here's Wolf. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Screen by Ibaka. They set the pick. The drive by Russell. 6 to shoot. Paul passes to Ibaka. Here's Wolf. The Clippers grab the miss. Q's got 5 rebounds tonight. It's Redick on the wing. And another 3 for the Clippers.
They've got the lead despite pretty cold shooting from the field in the first half, and now they're beginning to find their groove.
Heating up and looking to build on that lead.
Paul dishes to Ibaka. The drive by Russell. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
Pass to Q. It's stolen by Adams. Russell kicks to Paul. Screen by Ibaka. Wolf passes to Ibaka. Pulls up, high post, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. The Clippers trail. Redick dishes to Lin. From deep. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3. or you'll give up points in a hurry.
All right, students.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Laker girls.
In on what Scott Skiles was going over with his team. He said, guys, this is the kind of game we're capable of playing when we put our minds to it. I knew we had it in us, just like I know we're going to come out on top. Let's finish this thing. Guys?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Here's Gasol. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And now it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
Guys, this doesn't look like the same team defensively we saw in the first half. I mean, they're flat as day-old pop.
Ladies and gentlemen, go! Laker girls.
1:24 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Got that bucket in no time at all. And 11 points for Serge Ibaka. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
Well, 7 lead changes, Kevin, in this one, and we could very well be seeing more.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
Boy, he quieted the crowd with that big shot. That's a big play.
Ouch, that was a punch in the gut to these fans.
Lakers trail by 3. The pass to Wolf. To Ibaka from about 19 feet. Another miss by Ibaka.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
51 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Got it. Get the ball inside.
Griffin sets the screen for Lynn. Got a piece of it. Redick passes to Q. It's stolen by Adams. Fast break, the Lakers. Paul, right side. Nails it.
Well, Paul's got him dropping right now for sure.
Lynn against Paul. No good from Q. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws. And he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
Here's Lynn. Pass to Q. To the paint. Griffin kicks to Lynn. Outside Gasol. Here's Q. Misses the 3. And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball.
Chris, how does
The 2K Sports